All right. So again, we're going to be going over these exercises. So make sure that your pages have 18 questions.
Okay.
Keep them in order as much as you can, but we are going to be utilizing just the first 2 pages for each problem. Okay. So we recognize on June 5th that we bought 1,000 toys at $1 each. Freight was 50. So let's journalize that again, and it is purchase expense, freight expense, and because the assumption said at the very top, assume that all purchases were made on account. So here's accounts payable. So here I have 1,000, here I have 50 for freight, and in grand total I have 1,050. All right. So let's go ahead and post this into our worksheet. Okay. So how do I put the date in?
5 June.
I'm just gonna do a shortcut like that. Okay. Okay. How many toys did I buy?
1,000.
1,000. How much did it cost me for each item?
$1.
Okay. So what's my total purchase price?
1,000.
Ooh, I put 10,000. 1,000. How much was our freight?
50.
50.
So my total cost is going to be
1,050.
1,500.
yeah.
No, 1,050.
Yes.
Okay. So what's my total cost per item?
$1.05.
1.05.
Oopsies. $1.05. Okay. I'll wait for Andrea to.
Yeah, I thought I was in the wrong screen again, or the wrong sheet again, realized I was on the right sheet. So, let me,
Okay.
let's see, I get five.
The only one thing I've been doing, because it takes me longer to do math, I'll pay attention in class and do the questions afterwards.
Oh,
If it just
okay.
starts taking me too long, that way
No
I don't tie up
worries.
the time here or anything. So.
Like I said, one of the classroom materials that I suggested for you to have is a calculator. If not, if you know how to use Excel, this is going to be so much easier if it's on Excel. But then again, when we come on Thursday, I'm gonna do Excel. So instead of doing all this, I'm gonna do it on Excel, and it's gonna be a lot quicker and
A lot
easier.
quicker, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to show the Excel part.
Oh yeah, of course, of course, of course.
But it's also good to know how to do it on hand.
Yes.
Before computers, this is a lot of writing.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So what's the next?
I had to take a break with my hand several times.
All right. So what's the next transaction?
Okay,
Purchased 850 toys at $1.25, and freight was $45
Okay. So what's the date?
on June 10th.
All right.
June
So
10th.
where are we? We're gonna journalize first, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So 10 of June. What is the account? What is the accounts that we need?
Oh, purchase expense.
Oh, whoa! I need to skip one more line.
I was going to ask, do we skip a line on that?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Okay,
This is to ensure that we finish this transaction on the 5th.
Right. Okay.
Purchase expense, freight expense, and then what else?
Accounts payable.
Yes, we need to make sure that we created our liability. All right. So what are the numbers? So 850 units, okay, times $1.25, and what do you get?
$1,062.50.
Yep,
Did I get a yes or a no?
yeah.
Okay.
Someone said yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. 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 Let's go back to our down here. So what? 1062.50. All right. And then how much was our freight again?
45.
$45. So if someone could please add that together, and what do you get?
$1,107.50.
Yes.
1107.50. Oopsies. Okay. Good. Now let's go ahead and bring this up here and post it to our thingy. So June 10, how many items did we purchase?
850.
$8.50 for $1.25, which gave us
1,062.50.
Excuse me, Lynn, you said you're gonna post this, what you're doing now, cause I realized I got the sheets mixed up. I've gotta find out where I'm at, so I don't wanna interrupt you all, just keep going.
no worries. We're on question number 1.
Yeah.
All right. How much was it? 45?
Yeah, 45
And
for the freight
then
expense.
10.
Oh, you know what I see? Oh, no, I don't see what you're doing.
1107.
Oh, yes, you're right. 1107.50. Sorry, I got thrown off.
It's okay. It's all right. $1.30.
$1.30. Is that rounded or is it
Yeah, it's rounded.
okay?
I don't know. That's what my calculator told me.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's been rounded down.
Okay. Now, question now. So, what is the point of journalizing first and then posting it to the worksheet when I can calculate the answers in the worksheet? You can do either or, as long as you remember to post to your journal. So let's go ahead and do the third one, and this time let's post it to the worksheet first to find our answer, and then post it to our journal. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So, what happened next?
Okay, on
20th?
June 20th,
Mm-hmm.
500, $1.50.
So June 20th. Oopsies, 20th. We got, what was it, 500
500,
at $1.50. Okay.
$750. And $25 freight. $775.
Lynn, your sheet isn't up any longer. I can't see what you're,
Oh, okay. Andrea,
yeah.
you need to click my name in the screen.
Oh, that's why I'm having, it's going in and out.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I just clicked it.
$1.55.
yep,
Okay. So now, no matter who's talking, my screen will always be there.
Right, right.
Okay,
So it's
so-
going back and forth.
So 155. Okay, good. So great. We calculated the first time around, right? Now we solved for our purchase price, which is $750, and we already know our total cost, which is $775. So now we can go bring it down
Yes.
here, and now we can journalize it. So let's go ahead and journalize it for the 20th of June. All right. And what are my accounts?
purchase expense.
Purchase expense.
Okay. Freight expense. And
accounts
accounts
payable.
payable. Right.
Okay, and what are the numbers again? We got 750 plus 25, which gives us a grand total of 775. Okay? Now, oftentimes, what happens is a lot of people. What happens is a lot of students. What they do is they forget to journalize it. So that's why I always tell my students, first thing I do is journalize it. You can always recalculate it later, or have to calculate it twice, because a lot of students, what they do is they'll look at this information, drop it into the worksheet, and completely forget about it. So yes. So this is me kind of training you to do both ways. Okay, so
So when we're working, we're gonna have to do both at the same time, always.
yes, always. You're gonna choose either way. You want to journalize first or do the worksheet first. But remember, if you do the worksheet first, you have to complete the journal. You cannot forget. Okay.
Okay. So it's
So
always best to do the journal and the worksheet at the same time, or
yes,
like
But-
we're doing.
yes, but always journalize first so you do not forget your transaction.
Okay.
All right. So the next one says, what's the next one?
June 25.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the worksheet.
Whichever one you want to do first. You want to do the worksheet first or you want to journalize first?
Okay, well, you're on the worksheet page, so.
Okay,
it's
so-
600.
So
But it does make sense to journalize first, since that's the first thing
Mm-hmm.
you do before analyzing and all of that.
That's correct. But this is just so you don't have, because if you're doing this in Excel, the formula is already in there. So by you typing in all the stuff, it will calculate for you automatically. So yes, but that's the thing. A lot of students, again, they'll forget to journalize.
Right.
Okay, so I'm already at the journal. I'm already at the worksheet. So let's go ahead and just fill the journal, the worksheet out, and then we'll journalize right after.
Okay.
Okay, so what
Purchase
is
price down is 1,050. Freight expense is 30. Total cost is 1,080. Cost per item is 180.
okay? We're going to scroll down and let's journalize that real quick. Oh no, I'm short
It's just-
one.
It's just one line. Just
I
one
know.
line.
All right, there you go.
I just wrote underneath.
Okay, good. Okay, so 25th of June. Oopsies, I want that to be
The
caps.
same accounts.
Per.
Purchase expense and freight expense and accounts payable.
All right. So what are the numbers again? 1050.
Yes.
1050, 30, and 10800.
1080.
Yeah.
1080.
All right. Good. So yes. All right, and we already posted it here, so good. We're done. Okay. So
Could you go back to the journalizing for just 1 second,
yes,
to the journal entry?
the 25th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I see where we're at, okay. Okay, that's fine, I'm done.
Okay. All right. So, and then now it says June 30th. You have 1,200 toys on hand. Okay. So keep that in mind because when we're selling our stuff, what's going to happen? All right, let's just go ahead. So we know that on hand, on the end of June 30th, we have 1,200 units on hand. So what's the first thing we gotta do?
We have to total the quantity, the purchase price,
Mm-hmm.
the freight expense, and the total cost.
Okay, so what is 1,000 plus 850 plus 600 plus 500?
2950.
2950.
2950. All right. What is the total purchase price?
$3,862.50. 3862.50.
3862.50. And then what is your total freight?
150.
All right. And what is your total cost?
$4,012.50.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and bring it down to this. All right. How much quantity would you have?
$29.50.
And it cost us $3,862.50. We do not have any allowances, but we will see that on Thursday.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
But, when you go back one. Now, when it goes, when you have allowances. And you
Okay.
have 0 in there. You put it, I'm used to putting a 0 with the line through it.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that okay to do, or?
A 0 with a line through it?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever you want to indicate that you don't have any.
okay, I just didn't know, if they do it like that in here, or?
You just want to be very careful because remember, one of the strict accounting rules is you can't scratch out or you can't blur out, you can't erase, you can't do any of those. Okay, so you want to be very careful when you choose to do the strike through option. Okay.
Oh, well, you're still able to make out what it was.
Yes, as long as you can see 0, but you definitely don't want to black it out, scratch it out, or anything like that because
I know. No, you just put 0 with a line through it to show there's nothing there.
yep,
If
that's
there's a
that's
0,
fine.
Because I learned if there's a 0, they can always add like a 3 in front of it or something like that, and change your answers.
Okay, I did not know that, but that sounds pretty awesome. So yes. Okay.
Shouldn't your subtotal be the for the? Shouldn't it be 2950? It says
It's
2650.
yes, 20. Yes. Experiencing some dyscalculia over here. All right. So here we're at. All right. So our total to 950 is going to be for the 401250. Okay. And then do we have beginning inventory?
No.
No,
No.
not that we know of. Ooh, 50. Okay. And then we were given that at the end on June 30th, we have 1,200 units left. Okay.
Right.
So how do we solve for the number of units?
Well, we get the cost of goods sold.
Mm-hmm.
The quantity is 1750.
All right. So,
We have to start taking off first in and then first out.
okay, hold on. Andrea, do you see how we got 1750?
No.
Okay, so this is what happened. When you solve for one of these answers, right? If the total amount that you have available to sell is 2,950 and someone went down to the storage and told you you have 1,200 items left. What's your assumption?
Oh, yes, that's minus that.
Yes. Yes. Same thing that applies for the cost as well. So what we're going to do is because we know how much we sold, this is where we're going to use the first in, first out rule. Okay? And we're going to utilize this middle table right here, this middle section right here to solve out for our total for $17.50. This is us selling the stuff, okay? So if we know that if we're gonna sell the first ones that came in and the first ones are the ones to go, so what's the first thing that we're gonna
Yes.
sell?
The 1,000.
Yes, we're gonna sell the 1,000 units. And how much did that 1,000 units cost us?
$1 each. At 1,050.
Okay, so remember, because we're solving for cost per item, this is the number that you're selling, okay, David? Forget about this number here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, this number is
$30
just, yes, this number here is just only going to be cost of how much each item cost you. This number here is going to include the freight. So we're spreading the $50 amongst the 1,000 items that you sell. So again, because obviously you want to, when you sell your product, you want to make sure that you have the price, the selling price is going to be equivalent to everything it costs you to get your item to the store. So including, you want to make sure that the money that you receive is going to cover all of your costs. Okay, so instead of using $1, we're going to be focusing on $1.05. So again,
Yes.
because we're getting rid of that entire 1,000, we no longer have this anymore. Okay,
Okay.
that's the first in, and then now it's first out. So the next batch that we're looking at is 850. Now let's look back down here. How many items did we sell?
200 or 750.
Right, and we already utilized 1,000. So how many of those 850 do we actually really need to sell?
750.
750.
Yes. So we have to get rid of 750 items, okay? And how much is the second batch? How much does it cost to sell the second batch?
$977.18.
Hold up. What was the step before that? What number do you use to calculate that?
I took 750 times $1.30.
Yes, you're going to take 750 and you're going to multiply it by 130 because this is the entire total cost it's going to give you. So what is that? Multiply them together and you get how much again?
$977.18. Thanks. That
Okay.
looks weird.
It does, but hold on, let me. It should be an even number.
$1.30.
Yeah, it is. It is wrong.
Should be 975.
Yeah, it should be even. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. So if we total these up, right, we get a total of $17.50, and the total cost of it is going to be
$2,025.
hold up, too many people talking. What was it?
2,025. 2025.
2025 even, right? Okay, Andrea, do you see how we got this?
Yeah, I am. I got lost in this. That's why I'm a little behind with everything. I'm trying to catch up with what you're doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries. So this is the rules of first in, first out, right? Every batch that we purchase, it's going to have an order. Okay, so because we're trying to sell our items, we know that we don't have $17.50 anymore. So we sold those items. So understanding the concept of first in, first out, that means the first batch that you purchase is going to be the first batch you get rid of. So the first batch that you bought was 1,000. Second batch that you bought is 850. Third batch that you bought was 500. The last batch that you bought was 600. So using that concept, right? We only need to sell 1750. The first one is already 1,000, so we don't need to calculate that one. But we want to sell 750. We have 850. That's way too many that to have in order to sell for 750. So we're going to calculate each cost per item, which is $1.30, right? We want to make sure we cover the cost of the freight as well. And then that is why we did 750 multiplied by $1.30, and that's where we got 975. If you add these two together, you're going to get a total cost of $2,025, which is going to be the total cost of you selling all 1,700 items. Okay? And using the same concept from above, how do you solve for the ending balance?
Goods available, minus, the
The cost of goods sold,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then you get $1,987.50.
You're going to get 1987
Yeah, and 50 cents.
and 50 cents. Okay? And this is how you solve for this table. Okay?
okay?
All right. Andrea, did you understand this part right here?
I'm a little lost, but I'll be able to get it. As soon as now that I'm catching up with it, I'll be able to figure that out.
Okay. Just go over the videos. I have videos recording.
Yeah, exactly, I will. I got lost several times, that's the reason that I'm not saying.
No worries.
'Cause I thought I was on the wrong page, and then I realized I was on the right page, but you had gone down further, and so I missed what you had said prior to that, but I'll get it.
Okay.
I just have to go over it myself.
Yes, so again, this is review right now. So, this is the time to ask questions because we've already gone through the whole thing. All right, so good. Now, the question number 3 asks is how to journalize this, how to journalize the ending inventory, how to convert.
Yes.
All right, so the assumption is, I'm just going to write the dates like this, okay? Assumption is on June 30th, what do we need to journalize? We're converting from our expense to inventory. So how do we do this? Okay, sorry. Let me find the numbers. Here you go. Okay, so what is our journals? How do we convert from an expense into an asset?
Okay, so accounts payable would be the account?
We're not dealing with paying then.
Oh, okay. See, this is where I get messed up.
Okay.
Okay, we're converting ending inventory.
Okay, Jabrea, yes.
Inventory.
Yes.
And the cost of goods sold.
Cost of goods sold. And then what are the
The purchase expense and the freight.
exactly? Now, question to you. Let's look at this very carefully. What exactly did we buy?
Toys.
Toys.
Yes, so are we going to put it inventory as inventory or inventory as toys?
Toys.
Toys.
Toys, yes, because we're converting it into inventory. We need to be specific on what kind of item we bought. So in this case,
Okay.
instead of inventory, which toys is part of inventory, it's just a, what do you call it? It's a sub account to inventory. So we have toys, okay? And then cost of goods sold. And then this is what I was talking about when I say we're going to convert from purchase, from an expense into inventory, okay? We're going to get rid of the purchase expense, we're going to get rid of the freight expense, and we're going to transfer it into the toys that we still have on hand, and also we have to also calculate the toys that we sold already. So let's go ahead and look at those numbers again. So what is our ending inventory?
Our ending
1,000, 1987.50.
Mm-hmm. And then what is our cost of goods sold?
2025.
Yes. So let's go back to here. We're gonna journalize the toys as 1987.50. And then we sold 2,025 units of that. Okay. So how much was our purchases? What was our total purchases?
29.50.
That's the quantity.
$4,012.
And 50 cents.
That's the total cost of both.
$862.50.
Yes. We're only dealing with purchases, no freight yet. Because why? Our next section is freight expense, which we know our total freight is 150.
Yes.
So we need to calculate. So here freight was 150 and it was 3,862.50. Is that what you said?
Yes.
3,862.50, okay? Purchase expense only includes how much it cost you for just that purchase of the item, okay? Freight will always be separate. Okay? All right. So right now it is 240. Let's try to finish up the last section. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to finish up the last section and then and then we'll go on break. Okay? So the next question is going to, actually, no, let's take a break real quick. So, right now it's 2:40. So let me see. Let's do a 15-minute break. So be back by close to 3. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'll just call it at 45. So you guys just be back by 3. We'll finish this one and then practice journalizing on your own and we'll just fill out all the worksheets and then we'll call it a day.
Okay.
All right. So we'll leave off right here. Okay.
All right.
Andrea, did you have any questions for me? I can go ahead and answer any of the
I'm
questions.
I will have a whole lot. You know, what I need to do is first read the beginning of this so I can understand just what we're doing because we're diving right into going into the inventory and actually doing the sheets, but I haven't read what this is all about yet. I need to do that first, and then I know I can figure this out.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then of course with what you've got in here, that's gonna, I can test myself on it, and then, look at what you have as the answers to make sure that I'm, going the right way.
Perfect.
But I have a lot of questions about just the whole thing because I haven't read any of this yet.
Okay.
What we're dealing with.